One of the biggest struggles we see with mission-driven service-based businesses is that they're not totally sure how to plan and organize their content. So what we're going to be talking about in today's video is how to use an editorial calendar to make content planning so much easier. First things first, let's explain what an editorial calendar is. An editorial calendar is a calendar. It can be digital or physical that keeps track of all of your marketing campaigns, the content that you'll be creating, your launch dates, and any other important dates throughout the fiscal year for your business. This is where you can keep track of your leads, where you're posting, what type of content you're posting, what your revenue and income goals are, and if you have any specific launch campaigns throughout the year, whether that's for a service, a product, a course, or anything else. Having an editorial calendar can make planning your marketing strategy and your content in general so much easier. One thing that we want to point out is an editorial calendar is not a content calendar. A content calendar is a simpler version of an editorial calendar that basically just maps out what content you'll be sharing, where you'll be sharing it, when you'll be sharing it, but doesn't really take into account your specific marketing strategies or goals. This is just a simple view of what the content that you'll be creating for the rest of the week or the month or the next couple months will look like. Before we get into actually doing a live viewing of how to fill in an editorial calendar, what we want to make sure that you have on hand before are a couple things. First, you want to make sure you have your services clear and your offerings clear. You know exactly what the prices for each of those are going to be, the goals for revenue and your income, how many of each offer do you need to sell to actually hit those income or revenue goals, and also if you have any specific content categories or themes that you definitely want to talk about. Once you have all of that in place, then let's get into the editorial calendar and how to fill it in. Once you've got your checklist down, now it's time to fill out your editorial calendar. For example, we're going to use what our editorial calendar template looks like. You can create an editorial calendar on your own on different project management tools like Asana or Trello, or you can grab our Converting Content bundle, which includes this editorial calendar template. But let's dive into it. So we've created ours on a Google spreadsheet, and we're going to get into the marketing strategy now. So at the top, we filled in the year and your yearly revenue goal and profit goal, as well as quarterly revenue goal and monthly revenue goal. We've also filled in different things like core offerings, main program, and any additional products or services that we have. On the left-hand side, this is a space to fill in any important dates just so they are top of mind and easy for you to take a look at. On the right side, you can fill in your quarterly themes and then decide what each month will be focused on. For example, in Q1, we are focusing on brand messaging. So in January, we're going to be talking about brand messaging frameworks and templates, and then create posts on how to know when it's time to rebrand, and also brand messaging framework and specific templates for small business owners. You can fill this in as a quick bird's eye view of exactly what you'll be sharing and what you'll be focusing on with your cornerstone content, long form content, or just social media content in general. In the year planning tab, this is a bird's eye view of your marketing strategy. So, for example, on the left-hand side, we've got the specific dates, events, the funnel, and then the goal. For each of these, this is really a bird's eye view of what your important dates are for your life, your business, and your marketing strategy. Our pro tip here is to fill out your important dates first for your personal life, and then fill in the important dates for your business. It makes it easier because then you can create a balanced business and lifestyle. Then once you filled in this part, this is the editorial calendar and where all of the implementation goes. In this first section for quarter one planning, this is where you can write down any specific services and offers that you definitely want to focus on. anything that you learned from last quarter, and any specific goals and KPIs. So this could be 2 of X package sold or 2 of X service sold. Another thing that's important to point out is the blog themes and categories. You can fill this in or completely just delete it, and also important questions. This is kind of like the content calendar that we were talking about prior, when we were saying this is where you plan out the specific details of what you'll be sharing. Here you can write down blog posting frequency, blog posts, newsletters, or any additional notes. If you don't do blog posts, you can definitely tie it in for social media posts. And then, of course, one of the most important lists, your lead sources. You can list them out here. Then we'll scroll down and you can fill in specifically what you'll be sharing. For us, we focus on blog posts first, and then we repurpose into other platforms. If you're only focusing on social media, you can always change all of these titles to focus specifically on the social media platforms that you're using. Then you'll just want to transfer whatever you wrote out on the marketing strategy side to the editorial calendar side. And this can be shared with your team or for yourself to keep all of your content and information in one place and all measured. This is the best way we found to create a content and a content plan that makes sense for our team and for ourselves to stay on track and organized. If you could use some help with your content plan and your content marketing strategy, then we've got something for you. Keep on listening. The Converting Content Bundle is one of our favorite bundles that we've put together to help mission-driven, service-based business owners with their content planning and their content marketing strategy. It includes the editorial calendar that we just walked you through, as well as another training on how to use it in a more in-depth way and how to plan out your content marketing strategy. We've also included certain things like social media prompts, social media templates, social media everything for you to make sure that you can repurpose a lot of your content to reach your revenue and income goals. If you are interested in the Converting Content Bundle, head to the link here and you can check it out for yourself. The Converting Content Bundle includes everything that you need to create a sustainable content marketing strategy and one that makes sure that you repurpose and reuse a lot of the content that you already have, instead of always using up your energy and time to create new content. That's what we're here for, making sure that your content strategy is sustainable and profitable so that you can continuously show up for your community.